Hey guys, George, Diamondyard Sportscards coming at you with another video. To take the words from a great friend of mine and a great friend of the channel, John Mangini, you know what I like to do when my Diamondbacks are down 0-2 in the National League Championship Series? I like to look at some baseball cards. And that's what's going to happen today. We're going to look at some cards from a PSA submission, series of PSA submissions, just kind of pulling out some of the more interesting cards. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to be sending off to SGC. So I've got quite a few cards to show. This was I had 3 modern submissions, and these are kind of a mishmash of different cards. A couple of them are my son Gavin's that do include a Carroll autograph. There's all kinds of cards from Ricky Henderson to Pujols to Jeter. And then there's cards that I'm going to be submitting to SGC, which include like Jackie Robinson and some other stuff. So I'm going to show you those right now. Hope everybody is doing great, and hope the Diamondbacks will be fighting back, as I know they will, come Thursday and Friday and Saturday. So guys, here we go. So guys, been submitting cards to PSA on a modern special, and just wanted to go over some of the cards with you and just talk about them a little bit. First one, really nice Carroll. This got a 10, and it was Bowman Sterling. It's not numbered, but this is my son Gavin's. He was really happy to have this get the grade it did. So that was cool. Another cool one here. This is a Derek Jeter 2007 Upper Deck Material Series 2. Love the pinstripe on it. I'm not sure if it's numbered. I don't think it is, but it says, you know, congratulations, you received a piece of memorabilia that have been being used in an official Major League game. And so I thought that was really neat. He was really happy to get that. So hard to get anything above, like a 9 is like a 10 on these cards, as you guys know. They're so tough, these thick patch cards. Next one was my son Shane McClanahan, Bowman's Best. This was looking really good when we sent it off, and then he got injured, but hopefully he'll be coming back and coming back strong. So that's McClanahan rookie auto. Other cards. Submissions were up and down. I had 3 submissions, and I had one submission where I had 50% gem rate, and then I had another submission where I had about 15% gem rate. So it's clear to me that different people were grading these submissions on 3 different submissions. So 99 Ultra, Ken Griffey, very shiny, love that. Thought this had a chance at a 10, but got a 9, but still very cool. I suspect this might be actually taken at the Mariners-Padres spring training facility, which is right down the road from my house, where they've trained there for years. And you see the Padres in the background, but he's a Mariner, and they both train there. So I think maybe perhaps this was taken there back in the day. Bowman Platinum, Gold Refractor Jeter in a 9. These are numbered to 539. So very cool card here. Lots of shine. Gold Refractor Jeter. Had a couple Jeter short prints. This was a Leaf Sportscaster numbered to 30. I was hoping for 10s on maybe 1 or 2 of these. This got a 9, but I think it's the highest one graded. But if you guys remember the Sportscasters from the 70, the big thick one, not thick, large, thin cards that had all kinds of players on them and all kinds of derivations. This Jeter did get a 10. This was a Tiffany, Fleer Tiffany, numbered to 200. 2002 Fleer Tiffany Jeter in a 10. So that was cool. Tried to submit, all-time Hall of Famers on this modern submission, or great players. Here was a red. This is a Trout from a checklist, the red hot foil. Got a 9, shiny, hoping for a 10, but didn't get the love there. Still a very cool card. Obviously hoping that he comes back and has a good season. This is an Ortiz Emerald. I submitted this only because I thought it had a chance at a 10, and it got a 10, which was very cool. That's the only one that's a 10. Big Poppy from this 2013 issue. Also along those lines, Trout Rookie Cup. This was an Emerald as well. I thought this was a 10 all day and got the 10. So that was really cool. Lots of shine there. Really do like that card, the Rookie Cup. So real happy with that. I'll put that guy over here on Don's Field of Dreams card stand. The official card stand of Don's Field of Dreams cards. This was a Refractor Judge. Hoping for a 10. Got a 9, and that's fine. Judge is judge, so that's really cool. Other cards here. Opening Day, Pujols. 2008, not a high population of this card. The opening days have the red border. I submitted, I think, a Verlander, a Jeter, a Pujols, an Ichiro. This Pujols is the only one that got a 9. Everything else got an 8, of course. These two cards were so cool, Clemente and Robinson. This is a Cognac Diamond, Jackie. Got a 9. I thought this was a 10 all day, but, you know, what do I know? But anyway, so Jackie got a 9. Very, very cool card. Cognac Diamond, 2011. Topps. This one, too, as well. Thought this had a chance at a 10. It was a 2020 Refractor Stadium Club Clemente. Slide into third. Just love that picture. So cool. I think I had texted Lou Rock a picture of this, and I think he's got a shorter print one than this one, but it's just a really cool Clemente card, and he is busting it like he's always busted it. This was interesting. San Diego Padres fire safety Tony Gwynn got a 9. I have a fire safety Carew and Reggie Jackson I submitted as well, and they put those in the larger holders. Speaking of larger holders, Granny Goose, this is also part of the submission. Granny Goose, Ricky Henderson, this got a 5 with tab. Anyway, I submitted a couple of these, and they all got 5s. 3s, they got 3, a 5, and a 6. But the Reggie was in a big holder like this, and the Carew was. The Gwynn, though, was not. Now, I prefer this smaller holder because it's easier to display. But it's a pretty low pop card. And, you know, there's Tony. It's like Tony and Smokey are doing like the Aaron and Mays from the 57 World Series and the 58 Topps cards. So, you know, maybe Gwynn and Smokey are not quite as big hitters as Aaron and Mays, but Tony had higher batting average than both of them. Next card, interesting one from 89 Upper Deck. If you remember this one, the reverse negative, Dale Murphy. And this got a 7. I was pretty surprised. It looked to me like a 9 or a 10. But, you know, PSA's got to keep that population low. So yeah, I was just, you know, again, this card had been in a plastic, not a magnetic, but a plastic stand-up since like 1989, like this. And the centering was good, and there were no divots out of it, so I'm not sure exactly what was wrong with it. But Dale Murphy, reverse negative, cool card, if you guys remember. This was a Gwynn finest with coating. These are always like interesting because you don't want the coating part to go over their face. There's a Bonds from this issue that I got graded as well, and the coating's going over his face. Anyway, just figured I'd get that graded. Got an 8, hoping for a little higher. Jeter, 95 Topps Jeter, and a 9, hoping for a 10, but you know that is what it is. There were some good, you know, results here too as well. I'm gonna hit some. These are some really good baseball results. Donruss Originals Pujols in a 10, a knockoff of 84 Topps, and a second year. Very cool back, as you can see, career highlights. I always remember on the 84 Donruss, they had their contract status there, which I thought was super interesting because I'm like, where do you get that information? How long is this guy under a contract for, and how much is he getting paid? And so it showed how long they were under contract for, which I thought was really neat. So 84 Donruss Originals Pujols. We'll put him over there in front of Scott's satchel page. And this was a really cool one. Into the Gap Pujols jersey, authentic game-worn uniform. Into the Gap pristine PSA 10. This one's numbered to like 1999 or 1000, number 2000. But this card again was in a screw, not a screw down, but like a magnetic whole time. Very cool card of Albert. Actually, we'll replace the originals. And this was like probably one of my favorite cards from the entire submission. This is a Josh Gibson relic card from, I believe, 2022 Tier 1. And these are so hard to get any kind of high grade on. I have one from a couple of years ago that's a dual relic. I got a 9 on one of them, and I got a single relic and an 8. But this one got the 10. It's the only 10 of this Legends relic, Josh Gibson. You know, as I always say, is this a real relic or not? I don't know. Topps owns one of the 2 existing Josh Gibson bats. And it says game used memorabilia. I don't know, but it's as close to Josh Gibson as I'm going to get. So I was happy that this got a 10. That was really cool for me. And there's a Relic Satchel Page card I'll be showing you guys. I'm submitting SGC and coming up here in a few minutes. Just finishing up the submission. These are some football cards. It's a Crusade, Rookies and Stars, Green, McNair. got a 9. I had a Dion of this card I got. It was also numbered to 250, and I sold that one after I got it graded. So Steve Air McNair, very cool shine on that. Rookies and Stars. Shaq rookie McDonald's. What I love about this card, look at that dude on Charlotte. I mean, he looks like, it's like Halloween, like just possessed. Just, I mean, Shaq just is like a lich, and you just touched him and he's like, ah. So that's, I just think it's hilarious. This is one of the most hilarious Shaq cards. It's got some value to it. McDonald's, Future Force, but again, I'm not sure who this Charlotte player is, but I think he just got turned undead real quick. Michael Jordan, Collector's Choice International German. Just think this is not a super common card. PSA 8, hoping for a higher grade. Collector's Choice Jordan in a 9, hoping for a 10. Just a cool looking card, but still very, very common. Cobes, had like 10 of these. Fleer Platinum, Cobes, got a 9, hoping for a 10. This is an Elijah rookie, had to submit it, got a 6. I was actually fine with that. I was surprised it got a 6 with that centering, but you know, if you got a Hakeem rookie, you know, you got to submit it. I mean, I can't remember. I mean, I didn't see Kareem in his prime. To me, this guy's the best center I've ever seen. Sorry, Shaq. Prodigy, 2 Prodigies here, die cuts, and these were given in different submissions, and they came from the same place. They were both put in magnetics, probably right after they were, you know, taken out. The one I hoped would get a 10 was this Kobe, and it got an 8. I didn't really see much of a difference between this Cobes and the Vince Carter. So this Cobes got an 8, really cool looking card. But of course the Carter, the one I didn't want, well, I prefer to have the Cobes in a 10, but the Carter got a 10, and that was cool. I guess should just be happy that I got a 10 on one of them these days. But anyway, so that was a cool card. Cards going off to SGC. All right, here we go. $15 submission to SGC. Probably will crack this Jerry West out. You got Wilt right there, setting the pick, at least as well as Wilt can do it. Wasn't a big pick setter, I guess. But the logo, 72 Topps All-Star. I think I'm going to snap that. Tom Seaver, 75. Going off to SGC. It's a nice one, nice color. Only thing I really am not fond of on this one is the centering, but figured I'd give it a shot. Acuna rookie, just Bazooka. Figured, you know, he's so hot right now. Send that off. This was interesting. Terrell Davis, this is numbered to 122. Pacific Vanguard, same year as Brady's rookie card. I had a couple boxes of this years ago. I opened 1 box. I sold 2. I still have 1. All the rookies, though, in this, including Brady, are all serial numbered, so it's just really near impossible to get a Brady rookie if you're, you know, just buying a box. But anyway, this Terrell Davis, we got real good shine on it. Bowman Dobes. Figured I'd submit that. You can't go wrong with Larry Doby. Love this card with on the steps with the background of the stadium there. Really gives a good scope to everything. Like it a lot. Jim Brown, Philadelphia, you know, with the cars in the background. Figured I'd submit that. Came from a collection that I was consigning, and this was actually a random card that was kind of, you know, just stuck in there. And, you know, went back through the 3rd, 4th time, found this Jim Brown. And a lot of these Browns have, I guess they took a picture in front of a car dealership or something. Anyway, Lou Alcindor, a Kareem, 72, with Nate and Hondo, 72 scoring leaders. I thought that was a nice one. Kareem looks real surprised there. He's like, what's going on with this picture? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is 74 bucks, 74 Kareem. This is a tough card, real tough card. I just like the color on this. I know it's not going to do any better than a 5, but I just think it's a really, really nice, good-looking Kareem card. This was a Jerry West. Let me pull this out. This is the stickers. This 71 stickers. These are tough, and we got Willis Reed and Jerry West. The color on this thing is killer. So I'm going to submit this. I submitted a Wilt and a couple Rick Barry rookies from a collection I consigned recently, and I've sold those off. But this Jerry West just looked really neat. Of course, there's the back of the jersey, West. Maurice Stokes. This is a beater from the late 50s. Same year as the Russell rookie. Maurice Stokes, one of the great players. He got crippled and then died in the early 1970s, but was going to be one of the great, great players of all time. Cincinnati Royals Rochester Royals, Maurice Stokes. These are interesting cards. I'm heading towards the home stretch here. These are blank backs. Maybe if somebody can help me. I don't think PSA will grade these. I'm going to see if SGC will, or if you guys have any feedback. These are blank backs or proofs or something like that. And there's a Whitey 60. These are all both 64s. So there's a Whitey with Camilo Pascual and Whitey and Jim Bouton. And then there's another one here. This is a blank back Hoyt Wilhelm. And the card's really nice. You can see the cut's kind of a rough cut, like a peachy. But anyway, if anybody has any information about this, I would appreciate it. Just leave it in the comments. I would really be helpful. Maravich 78. Love this card. Just figure it might get like an 8 or something like that. 7-8, something like that. Really nice Pistol Pete. This is interesting. This is a Ricky Henderson, 82 tops. PSA would not grade it. Factory misprint. Do not holder. That's what they said. I sent it to him hoping they would holder it, and this is why. It's really interesting. Ricky Henderson, the back. Neil Allen, and it's off. So I'm not sure if I would put on this partial Neil Allen back, or if SGC is even going to grade it, or if you guys have any opinion on this. I just thought it was a really unique kind of card, and figured I'd give it a shot to try to get it holdered by somebody. Last 3 cards. Rival Fence Busters. This is a beauty. Mays and Duke. And it's not perfect. You know, the centering's pretty good, but the registration on the card is killer. And Rival Fence Busters, 1958. Mays and Snyder. This Jackie. This is a really nice looking 56 tops Jackie. The only problem is there's a wrinkle, there's a crease right there. Other than that, though, it's a killer card. I think it's a white back. Yeah, white back. But, and there's a little dot right there. But other than that, it's a really nice looking Jackie. And the centering is killer. The registration is really nice. So hoping for maybe a 2.5, 3-ish, 2.5 on this. Last card, Satchmo. You guys know I have a love for these Upper Deck Materials cards. And this one is numbered to 215. And I have a couple of these. And I picked this one up recently. Couldn't resist, and so I'm going to get this slabbed. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support of the channel. I got more videos coming out shortly of the Burbank show and a couple other pickups from that show, including a Ty Cobb. So guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you staying with me. Enjoy the baseball playoffs and keep collecting.